You know, there's a problem when you find yourself feeling bored making travel vlogs. And you even feel bored when you watch your own travel vlogs. I recently hit a rock bottom when it comes to making travel vlogs. I recently visited Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, for the first time in my life. And I didn't vlog because I just don't know how to make travel vlogs anymore. And to be honest, I was just about to let you guys know by posting on my community tab, telling you guys that I'm just going to take a break this time, so there wouldn't be a new video today. But I just feel like by doing that, I'm just like trying to run away from my problems. So I still push myself to come out and talk a little bit about the problems that I encountered lately when it comes to making travel vlogs. Let's first talk about the content itself. I actually feel like my own travel vlogs have become sort of like a humble brag of just like me traveling around the world, you know, visiting beautiful places and eating good foods and etc. And I actually started to feel very superficial in a sense that I just don't even find watching my own vlogs fun anymore. You might be thinking that probably you're overthinking all this. Travel vlogs are just like that. But I don't know. I really don't know. I just feel like I can do something different. You know, sometimes when you don't even enjoy your own vlogs, that's a big red flag. To be honest, I think making vlogs is actually a pretty challenging thing, whether it's travel vlogs or just your daily life vlogs, because most of the times our lives are actually not that exciting at all. It's just very mundane. Even when we are traveling, sometimes it's not that exciting at all. And sometimes it's just, for example, the weather is hot and you felt just like very annoyed and the foods aren't great and the experiences are bad. You know, there are lots of like negative things that are not exciting at all. So like in order to make vlogs that make others want to watch, even if it's not exciting, it's a pretty challenging task, to be honest. At least that's what I felt. Maybe it all comes down to storytelling, I guess. We talk so much about having a good storytelling skill, then people would be willing to watch your video for a longer time and it's more fun to watch. But storytelling, I don't know, like sometimes there just like isn't a story there. Or maybe it's just like my storytelling skill is so bad. I don't know. Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think of it? Storytelling skill. Yeah, maybe it's just like I'm still not good at this yet. Sometimes I just feel like travel vlogs have become this sort of like Instagram versus reality things. A lot of times it's way too perfect. And I also am guilty of doing this. Like, sometimes it's just so hard to be vulnerable online and, you know, show footages or moments that are just not good and not exciting and depressing. I even find it like very difficult to even start filming myself when I am in a depressing moment. Like it just you just don't want to turn on the camera and film yourself when you are feeling bad. And that's a really challenging part, in my opinion. I think an easier solution of my problem might be just start doing those travel vlogs that include a lot of information in it. Just like share with people the transportation and also include some history facts and also how to get there and what to expect and etc. And I think a lot of people, when they are looking for travel vlogs, they are actually doing their own research of what the places that he or she is planning to go to actually look like and what to pay attention to and what to be careful about. But I just don't know. I don't feel like this type of content interests me. It's just like I'm not really passionate about making this kind of content. And you might be thinking like, probably stop being so picky. I just feel like I always have this goal of trying to make travel vlogs that would actually attract people to come back again to my channel. The reason why I am not such a big fan of doing travel vlogs that mostly focus on just like sharing the information is because I just feel like those travel vlogs, I wouldn't go back to watch his or her channel because I just feel like I'm only there for researching, but not really for this person. It would be much appreciated if you could share with me your thoughts about travel vlogs. What kind of travel vlogs you like to watch, and what kind of travel vlogs will actually keep you coming back to this channel instead of only watching, that video. Now let's talk about filming itself. Filming is also very challenging when it comes to travel vlogs. I think the most challenging thing for me is probably to balance between simply enjoying your trip versus trying hard to make a perfect shot. It's a really hard balance to find. You might be wondering, but if part of your job is making vlogs, then it's just your job. It's not a trip anymore. And I think that's the challenging part. If, for me, like a lot of contents I make are like just like documenting my life, then how to even separate your life and also your work? It's very hard to achieve that. Sometimes you feel guilty when you are not filming, but when you actually are filming during your trip, you also feel like you cannot fully appreciate and enjoy your trip. I also find it very difficult. It's if you are just like simply documenting your trip without like a topic in mind, then sometimes I have this tendency of just like filming way too much. I film too many footages, and a lot of them are just not gonna be something that I can use. Or like sometimes I just film way too little, and when I need like footage, I don't have that. In contrast, having a topic in mind sometimes is also difficult because your trip might not go as planned, so you might not be able to actually like 100% in accordance with what you plan to shoot. And I don't know, it's just like it's so difficult, especially when you are traveling with friends or families. Sometimes it's just so hard to just simply enjoy time with them without being distracted all the time to try to film the perfect shot or to bother your friends or your families to have to wait for you to film or to have to constantly wait for you to film before you even eat the foods in front of you. It's just hard. And sometimes I also find it hard that some of your friends or families, they might not want to be in your camera. So sometimes I think a lot of vloggers, they want to show people they're having fun with their friends, but maybe when they're like shooting, they're having fun, but are their friends or their families having fun when they show up in his or her camera? I actually don't know. So I also don't want to become like that because I experienced that before, just like someone wanted to film so much and I don't necessarily want to be in the camera, but they just like put me inside, and it's just the feeling is really bad. So I also don't want to disrespect people like that, especially when they are like my friends and families. I just don't want to film for the sake of filming. So that's basically the problem that I encounter lately when it comes to travel vlogs. And I'm so glad that I actually pushed myself to come up film today instead of just running away from like this problem. So good for you, Pearly. Good job. And thank you so much for watching today's, oh my god, it's shaking, today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.